Hello, my friends! I'm so excited to be on here and show you guys the new Mary palette from the Hocus Pocus palettes. So we are just gonna jump right in and do this fun eye look that I already have on this eye. The only thing that I'm gonna show you that does not come in it today is I'm gonna prep my eye with some cream eyeshadow before I put my eyeshadow on. So you'll want to use either a cream eyeshadow, well, the Mary Kay cream eyeshadow is what I use. I can't vouch for every cream eyeshadow, but I love using Beach Blonde cream eyeshadow as my base for things. Or you'll want to use an eye primer. But if you have been watching me for a while, you know that I am just obsessed with using the cream eyeshadow as my base. So that's what I put on first. This is the palette. It's much cuter when one of them is not almost all gone because that's like my favorite. And I just popped my favorite. I just popped them out of my big palette of eyeshadows to show you the little palette that they come in, and you can get it with it saying the name. You can't see it on here very good, but it says Mary across the front, or you can get it without. Totally up to you. And then these are the eyeshadow colors that we're going to use today that I did this look with. So after we get our eye primer on, I'm going to grab the blending brush, which is this big puffy guy, okay? And we're gonna get Cinnabar, which is this lighter brown color. We're gonna get some of that on our blending brush. And we're just gonna put this in our crease and in the outer corner of our eye. And I just use these little small strokey motions. I like to think of it more like I'm like scribbling kind of, rather than doing like the windshield approach. I feel like I have a lot more control, and I like my stuff to go exactly where I want it. So I feel like I have more control when I do like this little pressing motion. So the trick when you're doing this eyeshadow is if you're looking straight on in the mirror, you want to see that color peeking up on your brow bone when you're looking straight on. So that's how you're going to add that extra depth to your eyes. So now that we have that on, gonna blend a little more. I'm gonna bring it in on this outer corner. So I'm covering about the outer third of my eye. I'm gonna clean off my brush, and we're gonna switch to the all over color brush. So this one looks like this. Still a little bit fluffy, but not quite fluffy like the other one. And we are gonna get some of this purple. This is called, is it Sweet Plum? Yeah, this one's Sweet Plum is the color, okay? So we're gonna get some of that, and we're gonna create kind of our base of the purple across this whole middle section of our eye. So I'm coming to about right here. So I'm not pushing it into the inner corner. I'm just coming about right there and just blending towards what we already did on the outside. Now you can make it pop a little by wetting your brush, but I'm going to show you a different trick in just a second. So now that we have that blended on there, I wiped off my brush. I'm just blending the edge a little bit. I'm going to clean off my brush more. Now we're going to come in and get this Moonstone color. So this color right here. And I'm going to do that in the inner corner and then blend it into what we already did. So we have this nice light little pop kind of. Okay. Now we're gonna layer in some color. So one of the best ways to layer color in with these eyeshadows is you can actually just use your finger, because I want it nice and thick and really purple. So I'm just gonna go like this with my finger, kind of rub it on my eyeshadow, and then we're gonna press. We're just gonna press it where we want it. See how much more bold that is? So fun how different the same eyeshadow can work depending on how you apply it. So we press like that so that we can have more of a bold eyeshadow color. Now I'm going to switch to my smudger brush, which is, I love this brush. It's this cute, skinny little kind of circle guy. And we are gonna get this color right here. So this is Hot Fudge. I keep getting my eyelashes stuck in my hair. This one's called Hot Fudge. So I'm just gonna kind of dab it in there, blow off the extra. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do this outer edge. So we're blending it on the bottom a little bit in the outer corner, and then kind of like a little V in the corner going in the crease right there. So we're just kind of smoking it up. Now I'm gonna switch to my all over color brush, and I'm gonna get a little bit of that Hot Fudge, and I'm just gonna come in and blend just a little bit like this. Looking good. Clean off my brush. I'm gonna kind of blend the edges here so I can see if I want to touch up anything else. Now before I get touching up my outer corner and everything, I'm gonna take my smudger brush and clean it off, and I'm gonna get some of that Cinnabar, so the lighter brown, and we're gonna go along our full bottom lash line, so just to the edge of where your lashes are, not to the inner corner. So we're gonna smoke that up kind of into what we already did, clean it off, get a little more Hot Fudge, make it a little darker where we want to. And now I'm gonna get the all over color brush, clean it off, and I'm gonna get a little bit more of the Cinnabar, which is that light brown color. And I'm gonna kind of come along the edge, like the outer edge here, because I want it to be nice and faded, and like I want it to be smoky on the outside, but I still want to see that other color too. So I kind of added a little bit of that, gonna get a little bit of Hot Fudge, and this is where you just kind of play a little bit and tweak it until it looks exactly however smoky or how little smoky you want it. Now I'm going to clean off my blending brush, and I'm just going to blend along the outer edge with nothing on it, so we have a nice fade into our skin tone and there's not any harsh lines. Now if you get to this point you're like, oh, that looks good, but I want more color, I'm going to add a little bit more dark right here. But then I'm gonna do a little bit more of that purple on my finger and kind of press blend it into what we already did. And there you go. Once I'm all done, I always take my powder brush and I just kind of sweep it underneath to brush off any excess if there's anything that fell. And that is the full eyeshadow look. I finished up this side just by doing winged liner with black. I added some lashes and a little mascara on my bottom, and that's all I did. I did use Wineberry on my cheeks just a little bit, and then my lips are just light nude lip liner. So those are all the colors I used for this look. This set of eyeshadows comes in that little pack, as well as the lip liner. And yeah, I think it turned out really, really pretty, and I hope you guys enjoy.